Well, it is already one of the loudest buildings in football, and never more so than when the war drum is sounded, and this crowd has begun its battle cry inside the walls of Kansas City's Arrowhead Stadium. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Welcome, your 2026 Kansas City Chiefs!
Ready to get this game started? Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And we're off from Arrowhead. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. Escapes the defender. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Bringing him out and celebrating now a decade in the NFL. This is Patrick Mahomes.
This guy has just rewritten so much of what it means to play quarterback. Kind of like the Steph Curry, quite honestly, of the NFL, where Steph just changed the game as a three-point shooter. Patrick's done the same at quarterback. He just still has a skill set that very few have ever had playing the position.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. Completes this one to Gray. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock. It's second down.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. They're both quarterback and tight end. Went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Throwing on second, Mahomes. Kelsey's got it right side. He's brought down. Play goes for, it looks like about 11 yards. And that earns Kansas City the first down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Putting the tight end in motion. 2nd down, Mahomes. Defender meeting him at the catch point and breaking up that catch. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Throw here, 3rd down. Back to the same target, but it is the same result. Incomplete. The defense keyed in on him once again. Applied some contact to break up that catch. It's 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard? Well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
And he put just a little too much on this one as it hits in the end zone for a touchback. So here come the 49ers now to take over for the first time. Getting the nod to lead the offense, 5th-year pro out of Iowa State. What a career he's putting together so far. It's Brock Purdy.
One of the things that I just love about Purdy's game is he always continues to learn, grow, and really refine it. He gets the most out of what he has year in and year out.
49ers to the line, 1st and 10. Purdy throwing here to start. That's complete, Mike Evans. There's the hit, and finally putting an end to that one. Out of bounds after a gain of about 26. And that's going to be good for a 49ers first down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Off the play fake, Purdy. And that's going to hit the turf. A good throw, but he couldn't hang on through the contact. We've got second down.
That's a very quick trigger, and the hurried throw was much tougher to complete. He may have rushed that one thinking the pressure was just about to get to him in the pocket.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Into the secondary past the 40. And he's going to get it down to the 18-yard line. A big play out of the 49ers. 37 yards.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on a play right up the gut. But come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, well, certainly more exciting for all of us to watch too.
From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
A couple of yards on the catch leaves him 2nd and 8. Play action now with Purdy. Oh, he's looking, but he won't be able to escape. The Chiefs are going to take him down. And that means it is now 3rd and 16 to go.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So 4th down is going to bring out Eddie Pinheiro and the 49ers field goal unit for the first time. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. Pinheiro's kick is good, and that will get them on the board.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff.
For San Francisco.
Here's Smith on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Now for the second time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Now, you take these types of results as early wins in a game, Brock, both in getting their running back started and getting your guys to start winning that battle up front, too.
Moving a man against his will and doing it right from the jump, that often portends to good things offensively.
Now first carry now, Brashard Smith. Small gain on the play, maybe 4 yards. And that's going to give the Chiefs a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. First down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. And it's Alfred Collins cleaning up that play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Mahomes throwing here on 2nd. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
First and 10 from the 43. And they just get the playoff. They'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And they're going to have first and goal when we begin our second quarter. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Chiefs. Man in motion, headed right. From the red zone, on first. What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground. Mykel Williams.
It's a loss of
And that will bring up second and 18.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks flushing a negative play, but defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, you got to calm yourself, and you got to know it's all about the next play. And delivering a sack like that certainly helps.
He has it at the 5! And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Following the play, one of the 49ers still pretty shaken up. Trainers getting out there to see what's wrong. This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Mahomes. Screen here for Smith. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, Brock, I think you and I both saw that one coming together from up here, and it became clear pretty quickly that if they got things going, that one could go the distance.
Yeah, the 6 points earned on any screen pass touchdown. I'd give half a point to the sell job of a quarterback, half a point to the effort of the running back, but 5 of those points to the big guys in front of them. They're the most important ones out there on that play, and in the best of times, they clear lane for a touchdown just like that one.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Sent right down the middle and good. And they jump ahead by 4.
Chiefs 7. 49ers 3.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. San Francisco headed out for its second possession of the game. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Look at this, 3 tight ends to the right on his 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it, drug the feet. That's a catch.
That right there, that's exactly how you coach a tight end to be the safety valve. Got to keep working back to the football, give that QB the big target, and help him find a completion when not much else was open.
Couple of yards on the catch, leaves them 2nd and 8. Back to throw, here's Purdy. taken in over the middle. It's Evans. And it's a big gain on this play. Give him about 19 yards and the first down, too.
That just felt like a composure play. Quarterback was calm. Receiver did his job securing the ball, and because of it, those chains are a-moving.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. They'll try it right with McCaffrey. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Working on 2nd down. Purdy. Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
A gain of 7 yards, and it's 3rd down.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Purdy. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So a punt coming up on 4th down. It's against Belgium native Corliss Waitman with the honors. And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Second down now, they need 7. Looking to throw Mahomes. That's dropped underneath. Walker. And a good gain here. 11 yards it looks like. That's going to pick up a 1st.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Handoff to Walker from the gun. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Bernardo Green with that tackle. Not much scoring to this point since we've reached our 2-minute warning. It's the Chiefs in front here at Arrowhead. So now here's 3rd and 5. Here's Mahomes now. He gets it to Rice. They get to him, he's hit, brought down after a gain of about 10. And it's going to be 1st down Chiefs.
They call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
To the air, Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. He's going to be forced out there after a gain of about 14. And that earns Kansas City the first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmys and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
First and 10 here for Mahomes. Now 9 of 12 passing the football in this first half. He'll work against the blitz. Fits it through the middle. Tackle finally comes in well downfield. That's a gain of about 26. And that's going to give the Chiefs a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Back to throw, Mahomes. Finding Thornton here back-to-back. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. So this is going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Walker now from the gun. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. One of the tight ends in motion left. 3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. Got a man, and Kelsey has it. He's going to be hauled down after a small pickup. Maybe got 4 yards there. And it's going to be first down, Chiefs.
That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Throwing is Mahomes. He brings it in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break.
At the 8-yard line.
The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Butker knocks it through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You could take all the time down, put points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, because this one goes for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Here's the final play of our first half. Throwing here just before halftime. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Had a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Butker on now to kick this one away. Isaac Garindo to return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. We'll see the San Francisco offense first this half as they're headed out now. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Play action now with Purdy. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And it looks like he picks up around 3 before this takes him out of bounds.
It's just kind of the type of play why you name a position like this tight end, because it's going to be tight throws into contested windows, and you got to get the job done with people all around you.
Picked up a few on that first down play, so now we've got 2nd and 7. McCaffrey running between the tackles. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Alohi Gilman up from the secondary for that tackle.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets a good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line.
Ball start, offense.
So the penalty is going to back them up 5, and in all likelihood, they need to come up with a new play call for 3rd down.
Still 3rd down.
So after the false start penalty, they're left with 3rd and 8. Purdy looking to throw. Taken in by Kirk right side. Galloping inside the 40. And this will reach the opposing 25-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Here's Purdy to throw. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco.
Always a fun race up here in the booth between quarterback and receiver to watch. Who sees it first, that opening? If a receiver wins it, that hand's going up in the air, he wants it. Quarterback wins it, passes out before he's even looking for it. And when they both recognize it, you get that. You get a 1st down.
And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also pulls the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
On 2nd down, here's Purdy. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he will manage a little before being forced into a slide, as that's going to chip something off this upcoming 3rd down.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Now it's Purdy. This is hauled in by Samuel. And there it is. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel capping a 7-play scoring drive. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And we're back even, 10-all. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Smith on the return. He dodged the tackle. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line. The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up there among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit, and there's been absolutely no space for him to work with. First call here coming from the shotgun. Mahomes. And that looked good for a moment, Brock, but the hit jars it free. That's going to bring up second. First play of the drive, Brock, you always tell me this, always the start of a new battle. And defense wins round one in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable third down after lack of execution on first.
Quickly out wide. Here's Kelsey. And he's going to be stopped before the marker, but nice job. 9 yards on that catch and run, Brock. It's third and short.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They got 9 on their last play, Brock, so just a final yard now to go here on third down. They drop him after, looks like about a 3-yard pickup. And that earns Kansas City the first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They've got first down here from the 36. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Rice has it, work in the middle. He's going to be taken down. A gain of about 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Chiefs a first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Walker on first down. And the ball is going to remain at midfield as he is stopped at the line. No gain. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D-tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocked down that runner.
On second down, here's Mahomes. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Now it's Mahomes. So the heave knocked away from the intended target. That brings up fourth down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
Kansas City sends out its punt team. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Purdy. And he's going to want another chance of that one. Catchable ball indeed. Just couldn't come up with it. 2nd down.
You know, that's one of those situations you want to get your back in space. Well, you accomplish that. Unfortunately, you don't make anything happen because you don't bring the ball in cleanly.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. His fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Now Purdy. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. And a nice strong effort there on that return to take us to the end of this quarter. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. Well, we didn't see either side separate through 3. It's all tied at 10 to begin the 4th. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. The lateral goes haywire. Live ball. And this is picked up by the 49ers. And they will take this down inside the 10. Got the recovery, and now they're going to start with 1st and goal.
How about the quick thinking and the reaction from everybody on that side of the ball? See an opportunity to rip the ball free, and then everybody switches to offensive mode, creating space on that return. And now they're handing the ball to their teammates on a silver platter for a score.
As the 49ers get back out there, there's a look at defensive coordinator of the Chiefs, Steve Spagnuolo. His 7 seasons in Kansas City featuring those 3 Super Bowl titles, and he's also won a title as a coordinator for the Giants. A chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Here's another for him. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Back-to-back runs, stop short, and now it leaves him with a big 3rd and goal. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
3rd and goal, Purdy. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. George Kittle from 5 yards away. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro.
Extra point.
Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Chiefs 10.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff.
Kickoff for San Francisco.
Here's Smith on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First and 10.
Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. And he almost throws this away on the first snap of the drive. Put it into harm's way, but the pick is dropped, so they're going to see 2nd down.
It's now 2nd
Now, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
Hauled in by Rice. They're going to pick up 12 yards on the play, Brock. That's going to set them up with a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Chiefs, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. Here's Walker running right. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. He motioned the tight end over. On 2nd down, Mahomes has him on the quick hitter. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
They've got 3rd and 5 now after the last completion got him 5. Looking to throw Mahomes. He gets it to Rice. They get in there for the stop, but give him about 9 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down Chiefs.
That whole operation right there, Kate, delivered with conviction. Passes have to be if you want to pick up 1st downs and keep the drive on schedule.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Back to throw Mahomes. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. To the air, Mahomes. To the left side, caught by Thornton. And he's taken down at the 30. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
And they're not going to have time for another play here. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Chiefs losing by 7. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They give up the gut to Walker. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Now he takes it. Gets him close to 8 on that effort. Nice slide at the end. That brings up 3rd down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Throwing now. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. He brings it in. And he's going to be brought down a couple yards from the first down marker. 5 yards from the end zone. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Great start on that first down. Only need 2 here on 2nd. Here he is to throw. Here's a screen now for Walker. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. And everyone can breathe a little bit easier now, at least for the moment. The try is up and good, and they have found a way to tie it late here in the 4th quarter. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. And even with some time left, Brock, a long ways to go to get into range for a game winner. They're going to need to move it in a hurry. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. And it sets up second down.
24-yard line.
That incompletion right there, Kate, it does stop the clock, and it gives you a chance. A chance to get in that huddle, regroup, and make sure you just fire your best shots here down the stretch.
The clock inside of 50 seconds now. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw it. Fits it through the middle. Taken down finally to curtail the damage, but still 22 yards on that pickup. And that is a San Francisco first down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to get about 3 here, almost all of it on the catch. The defense was there immediately.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Picked up a few on that first down play, so now we've got 2nd and 7. Here's Purdy to throw. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to throw it. And this one is launched downfield. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
There isn't a skilled position player that doesn't hurt. It stings when you drop a pass, but you do it here in the 4th quarter. Boy, that's a double whammy.
Their punter making his way out now. Willis Wakeman will kick it away. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. This is our final snap in regulation. They'll go with Walker on the counter. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. He stopped a yard short, gain of 9. That's going to do it for regulation, so some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. Gotta block that missed kick from their minds and refocus. Still a win to be had as overtime has begun. And that's gonna set them up just beyond their own 20. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's Smith. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Overtime just getting started. Both teams are going to get a chance with the football here. We've got second down. Now an inside give to Walker. There's the stop. Play hits for 15 before it, though. And that earns Kansas City the first down.
15 yards.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 46. Now carry, it's Smith. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of
Some
6.
offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Running in here with Smith. Stop is made after a gain of about 7. That's going to be enough for the first.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So first down from the 41. This is Smith. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, some positive yardage here, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling. And they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Here's Mahomes. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And they bring him down around the 34.
Translatable skills. That's what you call him. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
All right, needing 3 yards here on 3rd down if they want to keep this opening drive of overtime going. Throwing is Mahomes. That's complete. Here's Thornton. There's the stop. Looks to be about 7 yards on that play. And that's going to give the Chiefs a first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. Here's Mahomes now. Looking over the middle, there's Kelsey. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Looked like a first for a moment, but still a couple of inches left to go. 2nd down. He's running with it. So out of bounds it goes. Gain of about 7 on the play. And it's going to be first down Chiefs.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. It's Walker on the give. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
This defense may have been headed the wrong way initially on that counter run, but they never lost contain. As that play shifted back, they flowed with it and caught him before he could break it up the sideline.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. This one's caught. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Being limited to a couple.
That's good tight coverage right there defensively, but even a better throw on the play. Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but I say to you all the time, Kate, completions, completions, completions.
3rd down, they need 7. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. As they'll be left with just 1 more to work with here in OT. Let's see what they draw.